Hey guys, this is Rambling Man back out on the road again. I made one adjustment when I was back at home. I'm wearing the Shoei Neotech 3 helmet, and I had to add in the little mounting bracket to get the camera. I didn't really, to get the camera a little further back so I could tilt it backward. I didn't really like the footage I produced. That by this time I may have published. I thought it was staring too much down at the tank rather than getting it where I wanted it positioned. So we'll see how this gets on. I've still been watching a ton of videos on this camera, and you know, a lot of people said they use the auto settings and they don't do which the auto on here only has one color, normal, otherwise you're using D-Log. And so I'm shooting with automatic on exposure and normal color. And you know, it looked fine to me when I was looking at the footage. I didn't like the angle I had, and once I did not use ultra wide, I also liked how it looked a little better. And I'm hoping you're thinking the same thing as you look at the footage. The Ace Pro is better in low light, but I don't plan to use that feature often enough for that to be important to me. They did have some nice presets with like warm colors and other things like that. So does GoPro. This camera does not, which it could later. I mean, I guess that would actually just be like a firmware update where they could offer things like that as presets. But for now, you know, you can set them up manually, but that would involve changing them based on the time of day or things that you're doing. I did on the GoPro have manual settings in place for biking that I never changed. Once I set it, I forgot it and just kind of moved on, never changed them. And I liked the footage. My problem with GoPro was reliability. And Ace Pro had I thought a good picture. This camera, I'm questioning the 4K. On different forums and YouTube comments, there's a discussion that this Osmo Action 4 is not true 4K, that it's upscaled to 4K. And I do not profess to be an expert in these things, and I hope I've understood those comments accurately. Also, the low cut mode that I had tested, I've left it on for now on this ride. I can't say I noticed anything negative out of it. But once I start doing more editing, which by the time I work on this footage, I've already probably edited the other footage. Wonder what that's about. That didn't look like a friendly conversation going on. And I'm gonna follow Hank Williams' advice and mind my own business. Mind my own business. Mind your own business and you won't be minding mine. That is one of my least favorite areas to come through, whether on a car, in a car, or on a bike. There's just a lot going on. People get impatient. They stick their nose out and then want to just keep coming. Combine it with we're hard to see, people's vision focus on the big vehicles. Just got to be careful. I try to remember to cover my rear brake coming through there. I have to say, this bike to me has been feeling really good yesterday and today. Riding well, feeling pretty good. So one of the things that I like about this Osmo Action 4 is that you can sync it with the DJI wireless mic. by Bluetooth, which is what I've been testing. And that's what you're listening to now. And one of the advantages to it is that if you get off the bike, I'm going to do that right now. See if I can do this here as a demo. See if, yeah, step off here real quick and see if I can demo what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. So, if you guys want to look at the bike, there's how my bike is looking. So what I'm going to do, you can, this is the DJI little tripod device that they have. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the camera right now and mount it just like that. So right there, I'm still talking to you in the same microphone that's inside the helmet. And if I wanted to, you know, I could clip I could take my helmet off and remove the mic and clip it. Maybe I'll do that too. But what you can't see is I'm opening up the feet of this thing, and now I'm going to raise it. And it doesn't go very tall. I'll do it on this side. Now, because of the way I have this positioned, doing some editing, folks. Doing some positioning. I might edit that out. Let's see. Now, I'm still talking to you, and they got their little tripod set up, which is pretty short. And I might buy a device to make one taller. And also, I can't really see how well this is framed and what you can see. They have a little watch device that you can look at. Sorry, there's cars coming and going, so I'm just looking to see what's going on here and make sure nobody pulls in here. And, you know, that tripod is kind of small and on the ground, but look how convenient that was. And if I wanted to remove the helmet, let me show you. This is the microphone right here. So this is the wireless transmitter right here. You can see it's pretty small. And this is a magnet right here. And I've got that taped inside, or yeah, it's 3M taped. And I just take this and it attaches right back by magnet. Pretty neat. I'm going to pull that out again. So you can see here, and I know I'm messing with the sound. I don't know what that's doing to the sound. It has a little clip here where you can attach it to a lapel. And what I'll do sometimes is lift this up. Now, if it was in the helmet, you wouldn't be able to hear me. I tested that the other day. But then, when I bring this back down, it's real easy to put that back in the helmet. You can reach in, put it that way. It grabs real easily. So that's that. If you wanted to hop off the bike and immediately keep recording, you could pop the helmet off, take the mic with you, put it on your lapel, and you're off. Okay? I'm going to show, maybe right now, I just take this off. And just like that, the camera is back on the motorcycle helmet. So that part of this I really love compared to GoPros with their twisting and turning of all these darn screws. It's so annoying. So to be able to do something that quickly, and if I needed to replace the battery, you don't have to undo anything. You could do it hands-free. I mean, not hands-free, but you wouldn't even have to get off the bike probably if you had the replacement battery handy. Now, for those that like external batteries, and I'm one of them, I have not really tested that on this yet. It also removes it from being waterproof. And basically, I think you would have to either just take the cover off and run your connector in there. Yeah, basically you would remove a cover and have the battery connected. This is holding so well with the magnet, I'm a little reluctant to even use the tape I bought, the magnetic tape, because I'd have to remove this taping. But I really would like to see if the magnetic tape works. It just doesn't seem as strong as a magnet as this setup. This is also some hot weather, and I'm curious if any of the heat melts this adhesive. I hope not. Now, one thing I have not figured out how to do is to eliminate this little whistling of noise that's recorded. You know, it's the noise coming into the helmet, so I'm not sure there's much I can do about it. I thought the low cut might catch some of it. I don't think the camera on its own, I don't think the camera has a wind reduction setting when it's an external microphone. And there's nothing further I can do to the gain. It is what it is. I saw some other channels talking about clipping going on with this microphone. Now, it seems that, at least for my purposes, this -12 setting, which is the maximum, seems to be working fine for me. I think it sounds fine.
Hey guys, I'm just checking this microphone setup. This is what I was talking about, that you could take the microphone and clip it to your lapel. And right now the camera is actually still sitting on the motorcycle helmet. I just have it sitting in front of me right now, but I could put it on. This is the same tripod I used earlier, but you can see how handy it is to be able to take the mic off and just not skip a beat. So anyhow, I just stopped for a quick bite to eat. Just thought I'd do this quick demo so you could see what I was talking about. See you on the road.
See how the camera does with, got the sun setting over here. See how I'm still on standard color. With auto exposure and auto white balance.